Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Joe Bradford and this is the Muslim Money Minute. Continuing our conversation about mortgages, I want to talk to you today about your mortgage making financial sense. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, are you paying more for a mortgage because it's labeled with a certain label? Are you paying more for a mortgage because you don't want to switch banks? Are you paying more for a mortgage because you're overextending your creditworthiness and taking on amenities and upgrades that you really don't need? Or perhaps getting a house that's bigger than what you need? Are you taking these things into consideration before signing on the dotted line? Remember, you're going to agree to terms and conditions for a very long period of time. And so you need to make sure that the mortgage that you're getting into, whether it's Islamic or conventional, makes financial sense for you. Another very important point when we talk about making financial sense is that you remember that it is impossible for God to permit for you something that is worse off for you than what He has forbidden. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. We all know that as Muslims, we do not consume alcoholic beverages. And so if someone came and said, wine is haram, however, cocaine is completely fine, then we would ask them, why is the difference? It's clear that cocaine is worse off for you than wine. Why are you saying that wine is forbidden but cocaine is not? Say, well, it's not called wine and God only spoke about wine in the Quran and it's labeled this way and that one's labeled another. Well, there's a problem there, and that is because we don't look at the names and the labels when we talk about Islamic law. What we do is we look at the meanings and the structures of what we're getting into to understand whether they meet the value proposition that we uphold as Muslims and whether they meet the principles of Islamic financial ethics that God and His Messenger have spoken about in the Quran and in the Ahadith. So remember, if you're going to get into this financial obligation, you need to understand if it makes financial sense for you. And we'll talk about more about mortgages on the next Muslim Money Minute. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.